This is part 3, the general public and the uninformed authority on job searching. It comes from my latest blog. It's coming out in a few days. My name is Sarah Trumbull. I'm the founder and CEO of the Job Applicant Perspective, and I'm sharing this online to make it easier to get this information out there. Bootstrap startups and all that. I'm starting a little before where I left off for continuity's sake. The folk narrative problem. The labor market is a strange kind of marketplace. Everyone relies on it to survive, to eat, to pay rent, to build a life, and yet most of us carry a quiet shame around for needing it at all. And that shame lingers. You're losing a job. You're getting rejected hundreds or thousands of times. Failing to pay bills, it leaves a mark. And because it's uncomfortable, we tend to file it away like a bad memory we don't want to revisit. But when we push away our own experience, something else rushes in to fill the silence. Folk narratives. Simple, tidy explanations we repeat to ourselves and each other to avoid sitting with how complex and fragile the system actually is. You've heard them. If you're good, you'll get hired. There are plenty of jobs. People just don't want to work. AI is fixing inefficiencies. Ghosting just proves talent is lazy and unreliable. These sound soothing. They feel plausible, and they're wrong. 100% factually wrong. But they don't stick around by accident. There are several forces keeping them alive. Number 1, for many, these narratives are emotional shields. And they protect us from emotional flashbacks of the CPTSD from the experience. They help us bypass the shame of struggle, our own or someone else's. There are plenty of jobs if you want them. Creates the illusion of safety. If I say this quickly, maybe we can move on and I can feel like I helped and I don't have to be vulnerable and feel the flashback of shame and dehumanization. Number 2, cognitive laziness. Humans conserve energy. Thinking deeply about invisible, complex systems, job platforms, ATS sorting, algorithmic filtering is exhausting. Folk narratives give quick script we can repeat without doing the heavy cognitive lifting. Number 3, social belonging. Sometimes these narratives aren't about accuracy, they're about fitting in. Shared stories bind us. When everyone at the table agrees, people just don't want to work anymore. Contradicting that can feel risky, even isolating. So we nod along even when we know better. And number 4, institutional echo chambers. Journalists, policymakers, economists, and platforms repeat each other's language until it sounds like fact. Over time, these stories get recycled downward into the public sphere where they harden into common sense. And here's the irony. While folk narratives help us avoid the discomfort, they deepen the harm for others. When someone who's struggling hears one of these scripts, they don't just leave without answers. They leave without witnesses. It tells them, your lived reality is too distressing for me, so I need to run away from engaging with it. It's unintentional, but the impact is real. Job seekers utterly isolated by the people who should be helping them in their distress. They quiet their voices because speaking up only added to the grief. The system of online hiring continues, misunderstood even further. And when systems are misunderstood, bad stories drive bad fixes. Policy gets built on myths. Platforms optimize the wrong metrics. Journalists frame the wrong villains. Folk narratives feel harmless, but they shape everything downstream. How we design markets, who we blame when they fail, and who profits from our confusion.